I done pushed the button. I guess we're recording.
We're recording.
All right, here's something that I am gonna make a prediction right now that after this election there'll be civil unrest on a scale that we have never seen before. And I'm just going to lay this out really. This is my opinion only. I'm sure my wife's got her own opinion. But yeah, so anyway, Kamala Harris is supposedly the Democratic nominee, right? Now, no one voted for her. She was kind of appointed. Now, my problem with this is Joe Biden has been found not competent to stand trial. He's not competent to run an election campaign. Therefore, he's not competent to be president. So they need to use the 25th on him and put that Kamala Harris chick in there. My problem is they're trying to shove her down our throats like she's popular. In my opinion, and I would say that, well, not YouTube, but Google, right? Google and YouTube are complacent in the lies. For some reason, I keep getting influxes of these ads for Kamala Harris. I keep telling it I'm not interested, block it. They keep saying I'll never see it again. So then I started reporting it because she is an immoral person, in my opinion, okay? She supports abortion, which is the murder of unborn children. She is complicit, and she was the border czar. I don't care how you try to, you can see it. The newspapers printed it. So most of the stuff that's happening at the border is her fault, okay? They're telling exaggeration after exaggeration. And why are they going to do this? Okay. Now, you can say there was not widespread campaign, interference or election interference in 2020, but that's an outright lie because when you take it case by case by case, state by state by state, thousands of reports of voter fraud were turned in, but no one would investigate it. That was the whole problem. So the way they're doing this with the horrible protection they gave President Trump, right? And I guess when he's an ex-president, you call him President Trump because they still call Barack Obama President Obama. So it's the same courtesy goes to him. But it's this is going to be really bad because, in my opinion, they're going to cheat again, which I believe. And I'm just believing this. This is my opinion. I believe they cheated in 2016, but like what's his name said, was it Eric Holder? He says, "Well, we just didn't count on how unpopular Hillary Clinton was." So then they cheated more in 2020. That's why you got this crazy landslide of an election of a man that lived in the basement and could not get people to eat a free buffet at a campaign meeting.
I was listening to this guy, and he's talking about how they said that she raised $250 million or something like that in whatever amount of time, and it's an impossibility, guys. There is no way she could do that. There's no way. But they are positioning her to lie.
Yeah.
To steal an election, okay? And here's the media is complicit
You betcha.
on this because nobody's double checking anything. And why? Because
the media is part of the Democratic Party,
and there's not going to be checks and balances on any of this, okay? None. Somebody said, he quoted some guy from the news that says he is breathless with excitement because Kamala is the Democratic nominee now.
Oh yeah.
Breathless with excitement. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the we don't even need to tell you. You know who she is. But the last thing I'll say real quick. he was quoting the View, and there is a reason why these hateful, terrible, sinful, evil women are still on television, because they serve a purpose. Watch what they said. I don't know which one of them said that. Even if Joe Biden was in diapers, even if Joe Biden was in a coma, they would still vote for Joe Biden. Right. Which in essence tells their viewers, oh, see, they would do it, so will I.
Yeah. But yeah, there will be mass civil unrest. And look, I'm not blaming the Democrats at all. I'm blaming organizations like YouTube and Google and what they call, I guess they call themselves the legacy media now, or the mainstream media, whatever. And the reason I'm doing that is because they outright lie. Okay? You gave Pulitzer Prize reporting things to a manufactured thing with Trump and this Russian collusion, something that all experts agree never happened. And they got Pulitzer Prize for these. So when you have election outcomes, when the media lies to this extent, and the censorship, this is not the day and age for censorship anymore, because it's too easy for people to actually do a little research on different platforms and come up with different points of view and actually the truth that is not being reported. So the censorship and the one-sided reporting, no matter how this ends, if Trump wins or if Kamala Harris wins, there's going to be violence, because you guys have made people dig in, red team, blue team, and you're making money off of it. It's like I said, I kept trying to block those Kamala Harris things, and I keep getting them.
Okay.
Right? So, I mean, you're supposed to be able to block ads, okay? So, and therein lies the problem, because you guys have taken your side, all right? And you're going to push that side. And if you don't get your way, this poor kid that took a shot at President Trump, I do not blame him. For 9 years, he went to school with teachers that said Trump was a Nazi, right? He's Hitler. And there's no proof of any of that. I saw college kids actually saying that they thought Trump was worse than Hitler and Mao Zedong and Pol Pot and Stalin. And it's crazy, right? But this is what they're being taught. This is what the media talks about, all right? This poor kid was brainwashed, and it cost him his life for something that was not true. So what do you think the consequences, if you guys keep this stuff up, what do you think the consequences will be on election day, regardless which side wins?
The way I see it, okay, I'm very, I see my husband's point, and but the way I see it, I'm very philosophical about it in this way. I think that we are a nation under God's judgment. Yes. For we have to pay our fair share for the destruction of the innocent, the preborn, the babies in the womb that we allowed for the abortion. That we allowed it to happen. We allowed it. Okay, and I'm not saying every single human being, but I'm saying the people that call themselves Christians, like my husband and I, they somehow the church
should have done more to prevent it. The church
should have done to prevent it. I mean, our opinion at the time, a few years, 20 years ago, was like, it's not for me, but I'm not one to tell anybody what to do. Yeah. And that is not a position that you should take as a Christian, okay?
Right.
It's either all or nothing. That's how Jesus sees it. You're either with me or you're against me, okay? But the way I see it, if God is still angry at this nation, you will get Kamala Harris as your president. And like he says, civil unrest in epic proportions. Having said that, the only people are running around, Christians, kind of crazy, saying that, equating Trump with Jesus and all of this stuff. Donald Trump is not your savior.
The hand of God was on him. It wasn't time for him to die. That much I will say.
Yes, and what I'm saying is God works through very flawed, broken people.
Yeah, look at David.
David is an example, and definitely Donald Trump can be used as a tool by God.
Solomon.
Yes, all of those people. Here's the point, friends. Whether, like he said, whether one side or the other side wins, we're probably going to see a lot of civil unrest and disobedience in the next, after the election. The only thing that's going to keep this country from falling into utter chaos is for the church.
Yes.
The church to all in one unison raise our voices to God and plead for this country's salvation.
Yeah.
Not Jesus, not Donald Trump, not anybody else but God. But listen, I'm not talking about unbelievers or the atheists or anybody like that. We, the Church of Jesus Christ, every single one of us that knows about Jesus, trusts Jesus, believes in Jesus, needs to raise our voice in prayer to God for the salvation of this country.
But look,
that's how I see things.
I mean, it is like people are conditioned to believe that they're a Democrat, so they vote for Democrats. And they're passionate about it. They're passionate about all these different things. And if you sit down and you give them the truth about things, they'll look at it and they'll go, wow, I didn't know that. And then they'll go right out and vote for the Democrats.
That's right.
Look at DACA. All right? I mean, they dangled a carrot out there to get the Hispanic vote. And I have a nephew that he's still not a citizen. He got that whatever DACA thing, right? He's still not a citizen. They did nothing for him other than guarantee he wouldn't be deported. That's it. Okay? There has to be a solution to all these problems. And the Democrats don't want a solution. If you look at their charter, I pray to God everybody would do this. Go to the DNC website, go to the RNC website. Don't just forget about Republican, Democrat. Read the charter and what they're trying to accomplish. If you can read those charters and come out saying, I'm still a Democrat, you're one of God's special people.
What can we do?
Yeah, I mean, that charter is written on racism and controlling racism. That's all the Democrats are about. They're about to point out that why you're a racist and we have a cure for that. And it's not a cure, it's just a vote. That's all they're going after. But, I am glad that people are tuning off the mainstream media because it's garbage. It really is. It's just, we're a nation of weak people. And it's like people lack personal responsibility.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I can see this right now, man. It's a full-page blitz trying to convince everybody that Kamala Harris, they're erasing her history. I saw the White House press secretary try to stand there and say Kamala Harris was never the border czar. It's a bull-faced lie. And I mean, it was even news sources are starting to say that, and they themselves reported it. There's evidence; you can find it.
What I want you to I would say is think about it this way: they will lie to your face on an open microphone for millions and millions of people to see. They will lie, not caring what the consequences are. What are they keeping secret behind the doors? Okay, it's worse than you imagine, is what I think.
Yeah, it's a lot worse. And look, she's complicit. No serious person in the world could think Joe Biden is coherent and has been running this country. He already signed a whole bunch of his powers off. He's just sitting there. And Kamala Harris has received not one vote. And you're saying that not one Democrat voted for Kamala Harris. Last time she ran for president, I think she got 1 point. Oh, here it is. Tulsi Gabbard from Florida, who's a Republican now, actually got more votes for the presidency than Kamala Harris. And let me tell you something. She is Jamaican and Indian, When she won the Senate seat in 2016, I believe it was, they were touting the great achievement of the first Indian American elected to the Senate. But now she's figured out it's more profitable to be black, and you people are believing it.
Yeah, and she had nothing but terrible
Right.
policies that affected the African American
Yep.
community. in
She
California.
locked people up under the 3-strike rules for smoking marijuana, while she herself had admitted that she inhaled marijuana.
Yes, I smoked and I inhaled.
Yes.
She was proud of that.
And she's proud of it after she was locking young black men up for it. This is all facts. This is stuff that you can actually research and find out to be true. But anyway, what I'm saying is everybody needs to calm down. Donald Trump is not second coming of the Lord, and Kamala Harris is not Satan. All right?
And
she's a deeply flawed, morally bankrupt person. She's a fraud. And Donald Trump, he's just a businessman.
And ultimately, our channel really literally speaks to Christians. And
Yes.
Our only Savior is Jesus.
That's right.
And that only answer comes from God. And our tool of warfare is prayer.
If we don't come back to God, and the reason why it's very important to come back to God is because God has told us what is right and wrong. When you lose track of something being right or something being wrong, I mean, here's how nasty the Democrats are. They were all for supporting Israel, right? Until a movement of their young kids started being pro-Palestinian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they're wishy-washy. They voted to send money there, all right, and now they don't want to send the money there after they're the ones that initiated it and wanted to send it there. But anyway, I'm not for foreign wars. I don't believe we should be involved in the Ukraine. I don't believe we should be involved in Israel. I think America needs to heal America and make America strong. And I don't see how anybody could object to that, okay?
Yeah.
We don't need to police the whole world. What we need to do is we need to educate our children. We need to come back to God, and we need to rebuild our infrastructure, okay? Make America strong. Then if there's anything left over, sure, help other people.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
But look, I'm telling you, I'm praying to God that, we don't get Kamala Harris in the White House. Because if we do, she is going to try to make baby murdering a nationwide thing again. And that I'm not for.
Yeah. You don't want to incur the wrath of God anymore.
No, any more than we already have.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, everybody, stop. This whole emotional thing, I'm seeing this going back and forth. And unfortunately, I'm not a prophet. I guarantee you. Some fella online evidently about 4 months ago said they're going to try to kill Trump. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
I said that like 9 months ago.
He's writing down. He's writing out all the way to the bank.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it just makes sense. They tried to impeach him twice. They've sued him and with just BS stuff. And the problem is right now, our legal system is so broke. You don't even have to have a crime. You just have to accuse him of something and try them in a democratic city, and he'll be convicted, whether he did it or not. It's crazy, right? I mean, it's like the same jury that said Donald Trump didn't rape that woman also said he has to pay $10 million for saying he didn't rape that woman. Make that make sense, right? And then the other one, it was like, if you feel he committed a crime, the evidence didn't have to convince you. But if you feel he's guilty, you can vote guilty. So they did.
I didn't know that's how we did the system.
That's how they do it now. I'm like, come on, people. We need to stop this.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
What do they call it? Tune out, turn over. What did they say in the 60s?
Tune in.
Tune in, tune out.
Get high.
Get high? Yeah, get high on God. We'll go with that one. Anyway, this is kind of short, but God bless everybody. And look, please, you got to get off the mainstream media. And look, man, I'm telling you, YouTube, I have reported her 15 times. Stop showing me Kamala Harris ads. I feel that she is really an ungodly person, and it's not good for my psyche. Anyway.
No matter how much whipped cream you put on a third, it's still a third.
Oh my God, honey!
It just came into my head.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't have to say it. But
We
yeah.
can cut this out, can we?
Nah, we're going to post it. Oh, my
All right.
God. Oh,
with those words.
Oh, that's bad. I thought I was wrong.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. God bless everybody.
Bye-bye.